System Philosophy Part 9, Uncertainties, Beginning Aspect. Okay. Before we start, I did like to this entire topic is gonna be about me talking about uncertainties. Uncertainties is a very important concept for you to master, like really nail down on this concept before you go into system philosophy in depth to understand it. If you want to understand system philosophy in depth, you must understand the power and the definition and the usage and every single cases of uncertainty. It will take you a long time, perhaps years, to have enough confidence slash experience to truly understand the uncertainties. So right now I will start little baby step towards that. So I will tell you about a story about this project, and it's not gonna be related to uncertainty, the concept of uncertainty, but it's somewhat like it shadows a little bit. So anyways, I did like to talk about the story. Before I start this project, I talked to my friend, of course. I asked him, you know what? I have been. I know my voice, my recording voice, is not very. It's not the sound of God, if you know what I mean. Basically, I've been thinking because I know a lot of people stereotype my voice, and they think if I voice like a kid, therefore I'm just a kid. I'm not a philosopher. If I sound like a nerd, therefore I am a nerd. I'm not a philosopher. If I sound like a woman, therefore definitely there's no woman philosopher. And if I sound lame, I wouldn't be a philosopher, because I don't have the sound of a philosopher. However, that's not true. I'm an exception to the rule, because I sound awkward and weird in my recording voice, so much that if you're in my room right now and listening to my recording, you will say, you know, Howard, why you sound so weird in microphone, but you sound so vivid in real life and so loud in real life. Well, that's because electronically I know my speaking voice electronically is dumb. You know, I know this for a long time. I'm not gonna use a voice changer for this because I just don't have the time to do all of it. However, I know I could, but I don't want to do that. So yeah, this is one uncertainties about me. You know, whether or not this was a barrier for me to start this project, because I wasn't sure like people are gonna troll me like saying, you know what, you sound like a kid, you're not a philosopher. Even though I couldn't emphasize how much effort I spent on philosophy, that even so it's so much that I even consider myself as a living philosophy, because I spent so much time on philosophy, and this philosophy is so personally oriented, you know, because system philosophy adopt to you, each person individually, so much that system becomes part of you, so much that it takes over you, so much that you can explain yourself through the concept of system philosophy. And that's one of the concepts I've pushed through, that of course it's not always about me, it's about personalization based on person to person, but that's a whole different topic. I'm not gonna talk about it, it's too deep. So yeah, this like my voice is a barrier, because I don't have the voice, for example, like Morgan Freeman or some like celebrity. I don't care. I just don't have the voice. but my concept, my word, the force behind my voice, which is my mind, my philosophy, is pushing me through all of these barriers. You see, this is because if you think about me, I'm a very shy person. For example, few months ago, I play game. I'm a gamer and I'm a game developer as well. So I play a game and I talk to people on Vent. Before a few months ago, I am too shy to use Vent or TeamSpeak because I'm too afraid to share my voice because I'm so damn afraid for some reason. However, philosophy, I think about it for a while. Not a while. I just think about it, there's nothing that, like, my security is fine. I mean, people are, what's it gonna do, right? I mean, my philosophy, I should push this. There's no worries. There's no barrier. There just shouldn't be this conceptual barrier. Yeah, so I solved that. Now I'm a super I'll speak person. So much that I would literally request this. And I wouldn't mind, use my camera, my webcam later on, but I found there's no use for webcam by you seeing my face. I mean, what's the point? I mean, if you want to see my face, obviously there's a picture about me on the internet. So yeah, it's all about solving these barriers. Like, so much that, for example, I used to be a follower in games. Like, people used to bring me to stuff, and like I was super passive about things. Now I'm super active. I'm a leader. So much that I lead groups. I get people to join my group. That I tell them speak on TeamSpeak, whatever. That I tell them what to do. I give them the instructions to win a game. All of this is philosophy taking in place, helping you, improving your life, solving these conceptual barriers because you know what's better. Of course, sometimes it might take you a while to think of, like, even if you're a master at system philosophy, sometimes it takes you some thinking to get through these barriers, to apply the system philosophy to your advantage. It takes time. It's not automatic. You can't solve the math like 696 plus 124. And what's the answer? You cannot solve that, even though you know the concept of math. Like, it still takes you some time to sit down, think about it, to get the solution, obviously. So for people who are like me, who are thinking about, philosophy, I'm worried, about, speaking out about my philosophy. I'm worried. What can I say to you? I mean, these are the things you have to overcome. This is the means it takes to be powerful and improving philosopher. These are the characteristics that you must overcome. And I know this concept clearly so much that there won't be any barrier in front of me that I cannot surpass. Of course, I know there are always barriers, such as responsibilities in life, money, family, friends. A lot of responsibilities, it's gonna influence you. Like, even having a friend, you are gonna have to spend time with them, and however, I wouldn't say these are the elements that you have to overcome in order to be a philosopher. So I don't know. This is a story. It's somewhat related to uncertainty. I want you to think about it. Think about the barriers you're encountering in life, and you shouldn't be dragged down. Of course, I mean, I wouldn't say everyone after listening to this you're gonna change. If you don't have the power to change, I mean, you're just gonna suffer. Simple as that. For me, I suffered too much. Oh my god, I don't want to talk about my history. Like people say, they went to wars to get. My history is much worse. So much. That I feel living in this world is meaningless. It's just so much things you have to overcome. If you're unable to overcome, like homeless, they think their life is dead. Their only motivations to beg for money. Because they wouldn't find a job because they don't have any motivation. Even though finding a job is not that hard. I mean, it's not hard, but they don't have the will to do it. And now they're homeless and they're suffering. They feel sad. That's a penalty they're taking. I mean, you can be like them, but these things you have to think through. And for those people who doesn't know me, I'm pretty elitist. So much that, for example, system philosophy. Even though I know someone's suffering, I wouldn't help them. I only help people at a certain stage of life, and it's just so much that they are, even though they are already enjoying life, they still want to understand life more. So much that they will spend time looking at system philosophy that to unlock the ultimate philosophy for the end of time, basically. And I'm not even joking. This is the end of time philosophy. But it's, I don't want to sell you on slogans. You'll learn more about it as time goes on, because I'm working on this to get to part 1000. I don't even care if there are people gonna follow this project or not. This is all personal project. I'm recording this all for myself, or for a virtual audience. I don't care about that. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty straightforward with this. I mean, if you're weak, I'm not gonna sit down with you spend a lot of time with you, because I'm a researcher. Again, I'm a researcher. My job is to research. It's up to the philosophers who learns the concept from me to teach the weak, to teach people who are just mentally unable. Because I'm perfectly aware of people who are conceptually and socially, they're just weak. For example, there are people, and I wouldn't bring cases, but there are these type of people. I will talk more about it personally one-on-one if you want, just because I wouldn't talk about it as a topic just yet. So yeah, this concludes part 9. Thank you for listening.